Come on. Let's get this party started. Story time. This experience has been a very weird experience, but I think the boy handled it very well. So, just finished up some chest. Now we're going to go and do some pull-ups. I've started to actually work my back with chest, as far as like lateral movements and also not lateral movements, but movements like this to work the lats and also pull-ups. You guys know I did the challenge where I did 3,000 abs in 30 days, which basically equates to 100 pull-ups a day for 30 days straight. Hardest challenge I've ever had to do. But we made it through it, and you guys got a chance to experience that. If you didn't, you can go back and look at some of my shorts and some of my actual videos of the process. I think most of the shorts or videos did actually record all reps. 100 reps, 30 days. On day 30, I was feeling it. It's definitely burnout from it. But I continue to do that and have been doing so ever since. But after that, I think for like a month, I broke it down to like 50 reps a day. And then I jumped back into doing it for 100 reps a day, which I realized, man, I'm kind of overdoing it. So then I broke it down to the point where I just started doing 50 a day, and then on back day I would actually start out or finish with 100 reps. So appreciate you guys for joining. I know you see the title, and I'm going to make sure I let you guys know, man, I had a sucker try to be in here tonight, man. I try to bring positivity to the world, but I don't know, for some reason, for some strange reason, when you bring positivity in the world, the enemy will always try to attack you. And it happened to me tonight. So it is what it is. Ash, how you doing? I hope all is well. But again, yeah, so it's crazy. I went live on Instagram. I'm trying to build each channel up, show every platform some love. But in the beginning, went on ahead and I did my prayer, said my prayer, took my time to make sure that I pray, make sure that I'm locked in, make sure that I let God know that I don't want to have any injuries, any pulled, torn, sprained muscles or injuries or anything like that. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ash. And not long after that, probably 8 minutes into my live, a guy that I consider to be a friend approached me with some negativity, just randomly out the blue. Now, this guy, like I told you guys on the last line, I'm not a bully. I don't like bullies. I try to make sure that everyone feels welcome and everyone feels appreciated. But this particular guy, he's a shorter individual, even shorter than myself. And what's up, Cuddly Kitten? I love that name. Definitely love that name. So I think him being short and also the addition of steroids. See, he's open. He's an open steroid user. He told me he's been taking steroids since he was about 13, 12 or 13. No judgment here. You do whatever you got to do to where you're trying to get to. I just don't need it. So, long story short, I have my headphones on and he approaches me and he says something. And I can tell that I can't hear him, so I'm smiling like, hey, buddy. And I can tell by the way he's moving, he's saying something. I'm doing just fine. Now I am, because I have my family You guys are my family. So now I'm doing just fine. But even though I can't hear him, I can tell by his movements that he's saying something. It's not positive, and I can tell by the way that people are looking in the gym. They're like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know. Thank you, thank you very much. I am cool, and you're cool too. We're two cool people, you know, and we're gonna stay that way. No matter what comes in, we're gonna stay that way for sure. So, take my headphones off, and I hear him saying something about me trying to embarrass him about taking steroids, and I'm like, "What are you talking about? That's crazy." Hey, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. It's going to be a lot of great content. We try to make sure we keep it positive on the channel. So thank you for subscribing and thank you for liking the video as well. Truly appreciate that. Love the smile as well. I'm smiling right back at you. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. Kind of lost my cool because I mean it's I'm not used to people trying me, testing me. I'm not gonna say that I'm the biggest or baddest guy in the world or anything like that, but I don't usually get tested. Now, mind you, my background, which you guys don't know a lot about this, mixed martial arts, boxing, security officer. When it comes down to these, it's crazy what I can do, but I don't show that because I don't want. That's what bullies do. They try to walk around acting all macho, this, that, and the other. Yes, and I'm about to get some pull-ups in. We're gonna do 100 pull-ups. And I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on what's actually going on. Hey, Corey, I definitely appreciate that, man. So I tried to just let it go, but now you're bringing problems into the area where I come from. Peace. This is my peace. You're cool too. So cool. So when I'm here, I'm working out. I put my headphones on, so a lot of people won't bother me. I play my music, and I get in my zone, and I work out, and I train. But for you to bring problems and drama to my front door, I gotta check it. I gotta see what's really going on. Because here in the state of Texas, we have a law. I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a law which is called mutual combat. So, mutual combat law is where if two parties agree to fight, duke it out, whether you get hurt, harmed, or anything like that, by law, hey, it is what it is. If someone gets injured very bad or is taken out of there, that's on them. I don't want it to come to that, but at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't have to come to that. You know, and grown men shouldn't have to bicker and butt heads. But if you're going to do all that arguing and fussing, I don't like doing that. I would rather handle my business like a man, in my opinion. You know, I mean, if you want to step outside and we take care of business, then we can just step outside and take care of business. So I approached him and I asked him, "What are you talking about?" He tells me, now mind you, this guy, he's been taking steroids for a very long time. One thing I know about guys that take steroids is their ego is so high and mighty to the point where they feel like they're above everyone else. Have you guys noticed that? It's crazy. So this guy, he tells me that he, I have lost his loyalty, and I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude? Like, you sound crazy." I've lost his loyalty. The friend that I was working out with came up to him trying to push him around, or they got into it, and he felt like I had something to do with it because the guy was training with me. And honestly, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what friend he's talking about. I only train with one person, and he's just like me. We mind our business. So I don't know. I actually think it was the steroids frying his brain and messing with him, making him act out of character. But we had a few choice words, and when I said what I said, that was it. You know, I approached him like, "Hey, look, what's up? Are we gonna keep on talking like two young ladies, or we gonna handle this like two grown men? Because if so, let me know, and we can take this outside because I'm not about to lose my gym membership." See, that's the thing when you're working out in a crowded gym. You deal with a lot of people that have different attitudes. Me, you guys know me. I'm a cool, calm, collected person, but there is another side to me, a switch that can be flipped, and I always make sure I keep that switch off. Okay, I think you guys can tell by the way that I present myself, but there is a crazy side to me. But that's not what I'm trying to bring to social media. I'm trying to make sure I bring positivity because I don't want to negatively impact anyone else and make you guys feel that you have to go out acting crazy, you know. But I don't know, man. I said what I had to say, uh, and to be honest with you, he's not a little guy. You know, he has some size on him, so that's not a factor. But the look in his eyes let me know that he's just talking. He's just talking. But with me, I don't like to waste a lot of energy talking. That's oxygen. I could be preserving that to do what I gotta do. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. It honestly threw off the beginning of my workout. It really did. And it was very disappointing because this is a guy that I have tried to save so many times. This guy gets kicked out of every gym we go to. I've been knowing him for probably like 4 years. And every gym we go to, he always gets into it with somebody. He gets kicked out. But most recently, probably about a year or two ago, he befriended me and tried to pit me against someone that was his enemy. But little did he know, his enemy was one of my friends. I didn't have a problem with him. So I tried to bring both of those guys together to try to make them. One of the guys is 50 years old. The other one is 40, 40 something, going on 50. These are grown men acting like children. It's crazy. I'm 36. Why am I the mediator? Why am I the one that's having to bring you guys together and make you understand we're all grown men? Come on now, act like you have some sense. Yes, I am. I'm pretty strong. I'm gonna show you on 100 pull-ups. We're gonna do 10 sets of 10. Just get mind back into it and just go from there. But the guy's energy has always been off. But like I say, I don't judge anyone, and I don't pick and choose. I try to make sure that I treat everyone equally. But I guess that's just a part of it. Not everybody is going to be happy. Not everyone is going to like you for who you are. But I'm going to be me regardless. I'm a cool person. I'm a kind person. And I try to make sure that I exert that type of energy with anybody that I meet. You'll see random people come up to me, talking to me as we record these videos or on live, this, that, and the other. And that's just who I am, you know? But again, it did try to alter the beginning of my workout, but what I realized is this. The enemy will try to attack you when you least expect it. I literally had just prayed right before this incident happened. And then all of a sudden, here I am in a situation of about to show my ass. Give me the curse, guys. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. But that's the purpose of this YouTube channel. As I get better, you guys will get a chance to see the growth. You see what I'm saying? It's not scripted. It's not one of those things where I'm putting a whole bunch of fugazi and stuff in your face and trying to make it seem like I'm this and seem like I'm that. This is me. I've just been up under a rock for the past couple of years. You guys have not had a chance to get to know me. But we coming with it. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I say, we're leaning out. We're trying to make sure that we Stay consistent with it. All that is going to be more detailed. I'm thinking we're 235. We're fluctuating between 235 and 240 right now. So I'm thinking at 220, I know for sure we're going to have some striations. It's going to be more vascular. Um, I'm thinking 208 would be a great stopping point for me. We'll see. I don't have enemies. That's the crazy thing. I don't have enemies. I'm from Mississippi, where there were a lot of enemies, but I moved away from there, because I realized there's not much there. I love where I'm from. It made me who I am, but there's not much there. So as far as enemies, I don't have many, if any. I'm one of those. I do what I gotta do. I work, take care of my wife and kids, love on my dog, wrestle with him, and I go on about my business. I spend time with you guys. Hey, whoever your enemies are, pray for them. Pray for your enemies, you know, because there's no telling what they're dealing with, and they're probably just trying to take their frustration out on you. But pray for them and pray that God gives both of you guys peace. Prayer does change things. Trust me, I know. First out of 10, let's get it. Don't have any music, but you're still gonna lock in. Let me bring you guys a little bit closer. Matter of fact, it might be okay. Doubt. Doubt can be a very big enemy. You know how you get through it though? Go head first. If you doubt it, if you don't go head first and go straight into it, you'll never know what you're dealing with. You look at the video that I posted yesterday with the guy doing 405, he was doubting himself. But after I assisted him with the 405, we both agreed that now he knows what he's dealing with. If you don't go through it, you'll never know if you can make it through it. Let's get it. Uh, that's 10. Let's say we have 100 of them. The crazy thing is, the more I do this, the wider I'm gonna get. Even as you guys are watching, like right now, this is how I look, right? But by set 5, if I look massive now, I'm gonna be even more massive. Yeah, I literally just posted it yesterday. Um, we kind of look similar. Both had on black shirts. Matter of fact, when I showed it to my children, they thought it was two of me. Thought I had a twin. But similar build. Uh, but yeah, I just try to make sure I help people believe in themselves. In all honesty, I feel like that's what I was put here for. To help people believe in themselves, because you can look north, east, south, and west. And you can find a hater in every direction. But it's hard to find people that are positive and that will speak life into you and tell you, hey, look, I believe in you. Even if they have doubt in their mind. Understanding the power of words. We were taught when we were children, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. But we learned later on in life, words can really be very detrimental to your mentality. If your father never tells you he's proud of you, that can hurt. If your mother tells you you'll never be anything, that can hurt. And that can alter everything in your life. So I like to speak life into people. You know, anything you guys have placed into your heart that you're doubting that you can do, go attack it. Go attack it. And meet me on the other side. Matter of fact, I'll meet you on the other side. Because success is right around the corner for you. That's how I look at things. Seriously. Yeah, KKBs, okay. I definitely appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate that. And like I say, AE, I try to make sure that I put, we live in a society where everyone tries to charge for it. You know, there's a saying in the hood, you know, that the game ain't free. You got to pay for the game. I don't necessarily like, I don't like it. You know, I've been a personal trainer. How long have I been a personal trainer? Probably close to 20 years. And I kind of got out of it when I got married because I started to realize that it draws the wrong attention. As you see, there may be people on here right now that only listen to me because of my build and my physique. You know, I'm a married man, and I'm a faithful married man. You don't see that a lot in the fitness industry. You know, some of these guys and some of these ladies, they make it into porn, to be honest with you. And that's not what I'm trying to put before you. Again, I'm here to motivate, give you guys free game, free information. I know how to work any muscle in the body. I know how to build any muscle in the body. There's no sense in me charging you for that. You know, once we get this channel to X amount of subscribers, YouTube will pay it. You see? I want to give the game away for free. And that's what I'm doing. You can go through each and every one of my videos and you'll see each and every muscle being worked. From all three delt heads, to all three tricep heads, to your forearms, to your biceps, inside and outside, ab routines, lower pec, mid pec, upper pec, traps, legs, calves, glutes, lats, every muscle in your body. I'm showing you guys how to work for free. And I actually enjoy it. I really enjoy the process, because like I say, I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. Whatever comes to me, I feel like it comes to me because I deserve it. Set two. Ooh. Ah. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. I do notice, I think if you go back and look at my videos, I think the first 1,000 pull-ups, I was able to do them without wrist wraps. But eventually it got to the point where I needed the wrist wraps. And then I started to notice the more you use those wrist wraps and they pull at your wrist, oh my gosh, start dealing with wrist pain. Throughout that process, if you guys ever tried the pull-up challenge that I did, it's 100 pull-ups a day for 30 days. If you guys ever tried it, be sure not to go heavy or do any extreme lifting when it comes down to bench press. It will not work out. It will not work out. As you guys know, and if you don't know, your lats and your back play a major role in your bench press max. You gotta be able to activate those muscles. So your pull-ups, pull-overs, even if you're doing pull-ups and you're going like this, instead of this, that works your lats to the point where you'll be able to activate them like this, and then press. They'll help you. It's kind of like one of those stabilizer muscles. So the more you do those, you'll be in the game. See a couple of questions in here. I gotta get it there, AE. I gotta get it monetized. I think I have to get to 500 subscribers. Like I say, I'm still learning all of this. Uh, to be honest with you, I would love to be getting paid for this. Wouldn't we all though? But I got to get my subscribers up. Got to get more information out there and just prove myself. But I look at it like this: it's a process. It's a great process. It's an enjoyable process, and I feel like I'm proving myself to YouTube that I'm supposed to be here. Because as you guys know, there's a lot of foolishness out there. It's not supposed to be here in the form of entertainment. So it's all a process, but it's working out. Got good people like yourself and others checking me out. So that means a lot to me. Cuddly, thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Hey, definitely, definitely. I appreciate that, AE. But your attention is equivalent to monetary value, because it lets me know that the stuff, the gift that I have inside of me, other people look at and feel like it's of value. So I definitely appreciate that. What's your favorite two muscles groups? I have turned. It used to be when I was younger. It used to be biceps. It used to be biceps. When I was younger and leaner, I had what looked like an egg as far as a bicep. And you can see the separation because I was so lean. That used to be my favorite until I let somebody get in my head and tell me, man, you just all arms. You don't have the chest or the back or anything. I let somebody get in my head and I stopped training biceps. But most recently, I have turned my two favorite muscle groups into back and also quads because those were my weaker areas. So whatever your weak areas are, grow to love them. I will say that grow to love your weak areas, and that will become your most dominant feature. The way that my arms sit out now from my waistline, they didn't sit out like that back then. It's more so like this, more so compact. But because I'm working my back, because I'm working my lats, it gives me that V taper, especially building up the quads. It helps everything bow out. So that's a plus. Hey, I definitely appreciate that, A, for real. That's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for growth. I'm gonna stay going live, stay giving you guys this valuable information because people need it. I see a lot of personal trainers doing all these crazy workouts, man. I don't know how long these hit workouts are gonna last, but they're gonna hurt somebody. They're gonna hurt somebody. I do see a lot of those people grow muscle fast, but I said it before and I said it again. Everything that comes fast is a crash. Right? You gotta slow it down. You gotta learn to make love to your body as if you're making love in the bedroom. You gotta take your time. You gotta make sure you only get one body. So you take your time and you do things right. Even with the pull-ups, I could be doing like this, jerking, jerking, jerking. That's not gonna build my back, right? So we're gonna take our time. We're gonna do it right, stretch it out, and get to where we're going, right? Slowly. All right. What's the set three? Set three. All right. Stay tight. Stay tight. All right. Now, I think there's three. I don't think it's four. You guys let me know. You've been hanging out since the beginning of the first set. Is that 3 sets of 10 or is it 4 sets of 10? You guys let me know. Yes, yes. Doing the pull-ups would definitely build the back muscles up. And I have noticed not only has it built up my back muscles, but my forearms have been getting crazy in size and strength, right? So what you guys are gonna see me do, the first set I like to go wide, focus on the legs. Second set, I bring it in like this to focus more on the bicep. Old school tactic, right? A lot of guys that wanted to define their biceps, they would do pull-ups like this. Best bicep workout ever. Okay? They're easier, definitely easier, but you still get the benefit because you can still pull and squeeze and feel the lats. So the next 3 sets will be focusing on the biceps. Then the next 3 sets after that will be focusing on the forearms, just like this. So as you notice, once it hits up against the bicep, all that mass gets activated. It's like a rock, right? So we're gonna do 3 sets wide, 3 sets for biceps, 3 sets for forearm, and then we're gonna come back and finish up wide again. But like I say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the portion of the workout where it actually takes more mental focus. You gotta grind it out, you gotta stay locked in, because I will tell you, at 240, pull-ups are not easy. But I think I started doing these when I was 260. Yeah, I had been doing pull-ups, but the heaviest I've been this season has been 260. And 100 in the beginning was a struggle, for real. I do. If you check out some of my other videos, I think I tried to finish the 3,000 out with the 50-pound weight vest, but that got played out very fast. So I started realizing at 240, 250, and then adding another 50 pounds onto it, it does a lot of damage to the wrist and also the shoulder joint. So I wanted to actually complete the challenge, for one, to show you guys what's actually possible, and for two, to build up the thickness of my back so that when I bench, I'll have that support. Okay? So if you guys notice, my delts sit out a whole lot more now than they did in the beginning when I started recording these videos. I was a whole lot puffier when I started recording these videos. You go back, I think I posted a video where I was in like a black tank top, and I think that song had just came out. Something like that. But I was standing in front of the mirror and I asked the question, should I cut or continue bulking? I was puffy, but you got a chance to see where the frame was actually going. So the more we carve off the fat, the more it's going to reveal how much muscle is actually up under here. But again, I'm not a bodybuilder. My physique and my genetics definitely are catered more towards bodybuilding. But I fell in love with the sport of power. I've always been a fan of, if you look like you can lift something, you should be able to do it. You know? I don't want to be that big guy in the gym that can only hit 225 5 reps. I just went live on Instagram and did 5 sets of 225 for 20 reps. And I still, my pecs, I still don't feel like I got a good workout. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you continue to build muscle. Eventually, the things that used to uh, be hard for you in the past, will become easier. But it is what it is. All you got to do is adjust the weight, take it up a little bit, or adjust the sets. But if you keep on going up in reps, it will become cardio for you. Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you. Doing flat bench never really made me feel like I activated my pectoral muscles, right? But it wasn't until I did the push-up challenge, same thing like the pull-ups. I did the push-up challenge before the pull-ups because I knew the pull-ups were gonna be held. But the um, the push-up challenge, same thing, 3,030 days, 100 push-ups a day. I noticed striations in my pecs, upper and lower pecs, that I had never seen before. I noticed details that I had never seen before as far as my physique. Not only does it strengthen the chest, it broadens out the shoulders, and it also hits the abs as well, because you got to think about it. I got up to a point where I could do 50 push-ups straight, right? Could have did more, but I didn't want to push it and break form, right? You have to understand the amount of time that it takes to actually do 50 push-ups straight is equivalent to a plank. You're holding yourself in plank position going up and down, up and down. Hey, what's up? What's up, brother? How you doing? Hope everything is well. But those decline push-ups are not for the weak. So, again, I believe this may be set 4. So we're gonna go straight into it, not waste any time. Like I told you guys before, this is gonna be catered more towards the biceps. Okay. All right. Get your man into it. Get your man into it. What you doing? What you doing? Huh? You here to work or you here to play? All right, then, show me something. Oh yeah. I told you guys before, the ones for the biceps are so much easier. Because you have to understand, you have the bicep, which is a supportive muscle for any type of pull-up that you do. Right? You're gonna be engaged in the bicep. But then when you do them like this, you fully turn the exercise routine into basically implementing mostly curls, right? And then you have the support of your back, the lats. So that's what makes those a whole lot easier. But it is what it is. Name a car for the edit. Earlier somebody asked me something like that, and I said the 92 and 93 Fox spot. This time I'm going to have to go with the 2000 Toyota Celica, right? Not a very popular car, but oh my gosh. If you basically poured and polish the heads on the Toyota Celica, keep the original engine, do an overhead cam, right? Keep the original engine, poured and polish the heads, maybe upgrade the cam a little bit, hit it with straight pipe, great plugs, great coils. You got yourself a car. You got yourself a piece. You got to remember, the Celica is what? 2,000 pounds, if that. And then it has a great engine. great transmission. So I would say the Toyota Celica uh, would be the car for the edit. I had one, and oh my gosh, it was my toy. But my kids considered it to be too small, so I was like, gotta get rid of it. I bought a Suburban, something for them to watch movies in. So Toyota Celica. I would love to know what's yours. Again, earlier it was the 92 Fox body. I'm an old school car man. I like my old school cars. You know, they hold up. Easier to work on. A lot of these new cars. I I'm a mechanic by trade as well. Long as